Hey, what's up, guys? I want to go over a way of controlling long B as a CT on Cbble. Long B is super important for both teams, so if you can actually get it and control it as a CT, it's going to make your life a lot easier. I created this a long time ago with Liquid. We were just having, trouble holding the platform, and as a CT, it feels like if we never had this control, we'd always lose the B site. So I came up with the smoke that lands at the entrance of B. So the idea of this strat is to smoke this off from the terrace, molly this, and basically just make this and control this, make this your own. So that's the idea of the strat. I'll show you the smoke. I'll show you a good pot flash for you guys to peek with, and a simple molly to get in that corner there safely. And I'll show you an example at the end of the video. So if you want to see it in live action, I remember one round that we did it against in a match. Go into this corner here for the smoke. And I'm on classic view models. I'm going to show you two different ways to do it just in case you're not using classic. But I'm going to put the pin of my smoke right where the slant of this meets, like right there. So right there. You don't want to touch it against the wall like that. You want to put a little bit of a space in between, and it should give you a pretty nice fast smoke where it comes down and just lands pretty fast, so you don't have to wait too long. There's another way of doing it. It's not as good. It takes a long time to land, but you don't have to be so precise with your placement if you're using a different thing. So you just aim right here on that part of the leaf, and you'll see how it'll end up being a slower smoke since it does a lot of bounces. So the first one I show you is going to be a lot better. Here's the flash that you can do and support your team with. So this guy will be doing the smoke. So this guy will smoke like this. He will then come right here at the rock. You can just come directly at the rock, and you're going to aim at this leaf here on the tree. So this flash here, and I'll show you where it blooms or flashes. So it's going to flash right there. So any teammate that is peeking from over here or jumping up like this is not going to get flashed from it. Even if he's pushing like this, he happened to be like before the flash. I'll show it to you one more time so you can kind of see it. It's going to land right there. Pretty much kill anyone that's holding any angle here, right? So that's the flash. If you want to safely get a molly into that corner there, so I'll show you what it'll look like. So we'll smoke this. Alright. And you have your other two guys up here, and if you just throw the molly at the left side of the banner here, it will go into the corner here and pretty much make sure that the terrorist can't be anywhere here, right? The only spot he could be is in here if you do it like a late round take, and this can be used late round to take control of long B, or if you want to do it right off the bat, you can do that as well. Just to show you some of the things that you're going to be running into, a lot of the times you'll get a terrorist that smokes this broken wall here, so you won't be able to really line up your molly or be able to peek. But now that the steps are here, you should be able to come up, and in the past you would just get boosted, and you can pretty much just molly deep on that. Or even what we did in the match was we did it after the first smoke faded. So this first smoke faded, and we had two people nade off of this, or we just made sure that they didn't have this control here, the plat control. And as soon as this one was fading, this smoke here, is when this person would, go ahead and throw that smoke. He'd throw this flash. And while this smoke was fading like this, they'd already had that smoke, Molotov. Oh, I missed the smoke because I threw it too fast, but they would have Molotov through when the smoke was fading as well. So they'd be able to see someone trying to retreat back, and no one else would be able to help since that was smoked out. Going over more of the roles here, so let's go over. This guy would smoke this. He would help flash the guys in, and then usually this guy would just be, the drop guy. So if late round, and he'd obviously be here in case they need more support or another flash or whatever, and he would just be the drop guy, right? So if you want to do this late round, this guy would be like, okay, I'm gonna go into my spot, line it up. The other two guys were just making sure that the terrorists don't get plat control. Doing whatever they have to do basically to make sure that the terrorists don't get past this point. Obviously you can do this strat right away if you just have someone instantly flash, and then you get control of the platform right away just by peeking on the early flash there, timing that well. If you need to resmoke the platform, or if you need to resmoke this safely by one of these guys, you can even have someone from over here do it. if you just aim at the top of that castle there, it's going to give you a perfect smoke almost every time. So even if you're to the left of this post here, even if you're lined up like this, pretty much if you ever just aim at that, it's going to be a good enough smoke that it covers off that entrance, right? And then you can, you know, do your molly, you get your flashes and whatnot. So you can always re-smoke it safely from back there too. But it's just a pretty cool way to change up your defense. And a lot of the times the terrorists will see this smoke and be like, oh shit, like what do we even do? A lot of times it'll just throw off the terrorists, and you know, they'll end up making stupid plays or stuff like that. But we've always had a lot of success with that, pulling it out when we need to get a big win. But hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Okay, here's where we did it in a match. I'm gonna be the guy smoking the deep long B, and don't worry about where I'm throwing it from. It's because it's a different version. The trees were different, so my lineup will be different than what I showed you, so no worries. So you can see I'm going to line up my smoke, and we're waiting here. See, they're getting boosted. They smoked that to make sure the terrorists don't get plot control, and you can see I haven't thrown yet. I just threw the smoke now. John's just throwing a flash, just throwing some flashes, throwing a lot of flashes. And I even flashed. As you can see, we're all just basically just fighting here. And we're coming through. And we basically just owned their long B hit. We accidentally, I think he accidentally hit that smoke off the roof. He meant to re-smoke this, but yeah, it's pretty easy. Like, we ended up not even mauling this in this scenario here. But you can see the timing that we did it. Like, once again, you can do this late into a round. You can try doing it right away. I'll kind of show you it again. I think I end up winging a flash for them. So here I'm throwing it, and I just throw like a flash. And they threw also like 2 flashes of their own. And you can see we killed 2, and then the third guy tried running through the smoke to help. This guy tries running through the smoke to help. Everyone pretty much gets demolished. So, yep, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.